Hello, thank you for joining me. Before we get started on these windows of prevention, I want to share a little bit about myself. My name is Sean Moore, and I'm a lifelong resident of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I started organizing around violence prevention in 2013 after the death of my nephew. And up until 2018, myself, Khalil Coleman, Glenn Allen, Paul, and a bunch of other people and organizations work together to prevent gun violence, homicides, and crime on the north side of Milwaukee. Before we talk about windows of prevention, let me tell you why this matters to me. I've spent years working in community safety, organizing in neighborhoods where retaliation cycles were active and the risk window was real. I worked alongside families, young men in survival mode, and systems trying to respond after the damage was already done. I've seen what happens when we show up too late. I've seen what happens when we recognize the moment early. This model was built from lived experience, field work, and neuroscience. It's not just a theory. It's a scientific framework developed to interrupt escalation before it becomes irreversible. What I'm about to show you is based on biology, on timing, and on consistent presence. Because preserving life is about understanding when the window is still open. I hope you enjoy what I'm about to share, and hopefully we can work together one day to save a life. Once again, I'm Sean Moore. Thank you. Right now, somewhere in your city, someone has about 90 seconds before a situation becomes irreversible. Most people miss it entirely. Today, I'm going to show you the three windows where violence is still preventable and how to recognize them before they close. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. Violence doesn't start when the punch gets thrown. It starts in the body, in the brain, seconds before. If you don't know what those seconds look like, you will always be responding after the window has already closed. When someone perceives a threat, real or imagined, the amygdala fires. That's the alarm system. It happens in milliseconds. Before logic can catch up, heart rate climbs, breathing changes, and once it pushes past a certain threshold, rational thinking shuts down. This isn't bad behavior, it's biology. The first window is a surge, 90 seconds. That's how long it takes for someone to go from calm to completely hijacked. You'll see it in the body first. Jaw tightens, breathing shortens, posture stiffens. If you catch it here, you can still redirect. Miss it, and you're dealing with survival mode. This is what the 90-second surge looks like in real life. You are not going to get a rational conversation. The body is running the show. And here's the part people forget. If you don't recognize this in yourself, you become part of the escalation without even knowing it. After the surge peaks, there's a second window. It's short, about 5 minutes. This is where stabilization happens. Not by arguing, not by overpowering, but by regulating the nervous system. This is where you recognize, you relate, you redirect. You're not solving the issue yet. You're helping the brain come back online. You cannot co-regulate someone if you are dysregulated yourself. So first, stabilize. Then read their body, not just the words. Stay present. Do not disengage too early. And validate what they felt without validating harmful behavior. That's safe. works because it follows how the nervous system actually functions. Most programs think the job is done when the person calms down. It's not. The next 48 hours are the danger zone. This is when retaliation gets rehearsed. This is when shame hardens. This is when trust is either built or broken. If you disappear after the crisis, you lose them. The 48-hour window is where life is preserved long term. Retention is structured. Within hours, you reach out, not days. You check in again the next day. You connect them to support before the old environment pulls them back in. And then you remain present because consistent presence reduces harm. It interrupts retaliation cycles and it proves you're not just another program that disappears. 90 seconds determines direction. 5 minutes determines outcome. 48 hours determines whether the cycle repeats or ends. Violence is not random. It follows biology. It follows timing. It follows opportunity. When we understand the windows, we stop reacting and start preventing. And when we show up consistently, and not just in crisis but after, we preserve life. The window is there. The question is, will we recognize it before it closes? I'm Sean Moore. And once again, thank you for joining me. Good night.